What if the real reason you can't lose fat isn't about willpower, workouts, or diet, but something else hidden in your blood? Most doctors don't check these things unless you ask. But if you're working hard, feeling stuck, and the scale just won't move, these 4 blood tests could reveal what's really going on. Once you know the results, fixing the problem is actually really simple. So in this video, I'll show you the 4 exact blood tests that could help you finally burn that stubborn belly fat and build muscle, so you can start seeing real changes super fast. Quick disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I've learned a lot from experts like Huberman, Peter Adia, and Seth Capehart, plus my own journey trying to figure out why I had muffin tops and a pot belly, even though I train hard and eat reasonably well. Okay, now we've got that out of the way, let's dive in. So first, let's talk about the blood test that might explain why you've got a stubborn pot belly and can't seem to put on any muscle. Have you ever felt really tired, even after a full night's sleep, or noticed your confidence just isn't what it used to be? It might not just be in your head or because you're getting older. It could be linked to your testosterone levels. That brings us to the first important test, which is checking your testosterone. You've probably heard about people in the fitness industry telling you to get your testosterone checked or jumping on TRT to get huge. There's some truth here, but here's what most people miss. Doctors usually test your total testosterone. That number might look fine, and you might even leave the doctor's office feeling excited to pump your guns like you're Arnold Schwarzenegger. But there's a second test that matters even more: your free testosterone. Free testosterone is the stuff your body can actually use. Research states that if your free T is low, you'll be linked to higher fat mass, you'll feel tired, recover slower, and it'll be really tough to put on muscle. Think of it like this: total testosterone is like the money in the bank account. Some of it's locked up or tied in investments, so you can't use it right now. Free testosterone is the cash in your wallet. It's what you can actually spend today. If you're not seeing results you want, ask your doctor to check both total and free testosterone. Write down the results so you can track them over time. And even if your free testosterone looks fine, your shape and muscle may be sabotaged by something else you can't see. I'm talking about chronic inflammation. That's where the high sensitivity C-reactive protein, or HSCRP, test comes in. Think of it like a slow burning fire under your fireboard. Silent, unseen, but wrecking your recovery, energy, metabolism long before obvious problems show up. Elevated HSCRP is a well-known early predictor of heart disease, and research shows it also correlates with lower muscle mass and strength as men age. In fact, studies have found that older adults with higher CRP had significantly weaker grip strength and worse physical performance. Here's what to watch for. 1 milligrams equals low risk, 1 to 3 equals moderate risk, 3 and higher is high risk and red flag for chronic inflammation. So what could drive it up? Poor sleep, ultra-processed foods, low activity, or even gum disease. The good news is it's fixable. Sleep 7 to 9 hours, walk more, resistance training, eat higher fiber whole food. Get those dialed in and your body will start to finally absorb in the benefits of your workouts without feeling like you're mowing the lawn with a spoon. All right, next I'll show you a test that could be secretly messing up your metabolism, making it way harder to lose weight and build muscle. We're talking about fasting insulin, but what is insulin really? Its main job is to move sugar from your blood into your cells so you can use it for energy. Here's the problem though: sometimes your cells stop listening. That's called insulin resistance. So your pancreas has to make more and more insulin to keep up. Picture this: insulin is like a key and your cells are like a locked door. When everything's working, the key slides in easy. The door opens up and sugar goes in, giving you steady energy. But with insulin resistance, it's like the lock gets rusty and you find it hard to push the key in. At first, your body just makes extra insulin to keep things normal. But if this keeps up, both your insulin and blood sugar get high. A fasting insulin test tells you how many keys your body's making right now. If your insulin is always high, it's a bigger warning sign your metabolism isn't happy, even if your blood sugar looks normal. High fasting insulin is linked to type 2 diabetes, belly fat, stubborn weight gain, low testosterone in men, feeling tired, brain fog, and slow recovery, and high risk of heart disease. Lots of guys have normal blood sugar, but their insulin is secretly working overtime. Catching this early is like spotting your car's check engine light before it leaves you stranded. Okay, so let's move on to the 4th and final blood test: vitamin D. This one sounds easy, right? Just get in the sun and work on your tan, or your freckles if you're like me. But here's the honest truth: almost 1 in 4 Australians are low in vitamin D, even though we live in a sunburned country. So why is vitamin D so important? Think of it like your body's battery charger. If you're low, you're running on empty. Your muscles don't recover, your testosterone drops, and your fat loss slows down, even if you're doing everything else right. And most people never check their vitamin D unless they're already sick, but it's one of the earliest things to fix. Get some sun, maybe take a supplement, and get tested twice a year. Here's why it matters: muscle strength and recovery. Low vitamin D means less muscle, slower recovery, and more injuries. Being low is linked to lower testosterone in men. Fat loss. Studies show with people with low vitamin D have more fat especially around the belly. Energy and immunity. If you're low, you'll feel tired, moody, and get sick more often. All things that make it impossible to stay on track. Okay, so now we've covered the 4 blood tests to help you lose fat and build muscle, but what about the exercises that we need to be doing? So watch the next video where I'll show you the most potent exercises to lose body fat and build muscle.